What is folk art? It may not be what you typically think of when you hear the word art. The best way to describe folk art is to say it is the craftsmanship of people from a local area which depicts the everyday life and times they shared. It can be something as simple as a weather vane on a barn to a handmade rag doll. Folk art is a reflection of the past history of America. It shows the history of this nation. You may even have some folk art sitting in your home right now. One folk artist in particular is named Mose Tolliver. We are going to look at some of this artist's interesting and unique work. Mose Tolliver was born on July 4th, 1919. Known as Mose T as he signed his paintings, he was the youngest of 7 sons born into the Tolliver family of 12 children. He attended Mount Olive School briefly through the 3rd grade. Mose remembers that his mother had pictures hung all over the walls in their house growing up. These pictures helped influence him to express himself visually. Mose met and married Willa Mae Thomas in the early 1940s and had 7 sons and 4 daughters. Mose worked for a furniture company but was hurt by a large piece of marble that fell on his leg in the 60s. This period of immobility allowed Mose to begin expressing himself through painting. This painting is called Cotton Plant. The plant is wavy and creates movement as you look at it. The dots in the background are an interesting way of creating texture. You can see the brush strokes in the plant leaves, which is called painterly. It also is interesting that he chose to paint in a wooden box. He had a sense of humor which showed in his work. We can see this in his untitled work of a girl wearing a green dress. She has a cartoon-like look to her. She may even resemble a cartoon you have seen before. Can you think of any? The colors in this piece are flat colors, being somewhat pastel. Although his palette almost always is limited to 2 or 3 hues from the cans available at hand, Mose's color schemes are generally harmonious and sophisticated. His intensive use of variety of imposed hanging devices on his work indicated a natural creativity that often goes hand in hand with poverty and necessity. Mose passed away in October of 2006 in Alabama. I hope you have enjoyed looking at his fun and brightly painted work. He will be remembered for years to come. Oh, yeah.